contain the power of the well. We have a plan to send you there. Vega will walk you through the process.
Hello everyone, I'm RobtheMod, and this is part 13 of Doom on PlayStation 4. The level is Vega Central Processing. The name of the mission is I Am Vega. And there's a lot of talking in this one. Well, I say a lot. There's a decent amount, I should say. I mean, we've got one immediately here.
This is my primary operating facility. It is where I was created and where my core processing unit is maintained. It takes approximately 2.4 terawatts of power to sustain my operational capabilities, but it has been decided that we can use that power to send you to the source of... I will not survive the procedure and am unable to self-terminate, so I will walk you through the process. All interior and exterior facility doors have been secured. You will need to begin by finding a way in and disabling the security systems.
Right, so... we are out of here. Immediately as soon as you leave this bit, by the way, you'll get an elite guard on the right here. So you press R3 or you press the right stick in off your own Xbox. And you've got it. And then you climb up here. So there's some ammo there if you need it. And some armor that I somehow managed to miss the first time. And basically you've got to find your way into this building. And last week I told you that in this one there's a small little glitch. It only happened on this level, but I looked it up. It seemed to be somewhat common. Here, I don't know if this is specifically where you're going. This is where Maka said that you should go. So this is the way that I went. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, there's a. I think it's because there's this secret here. Anyway. This little collectible. Anyway, there's some imps there. These are sort of annoying in the fact that I don't think there's meant to be that many of them, but they seem to spawn a lot more in for me. And I also noticed just then that I missed some armor. That would have been nice to get. But yeah, there's a challenge for killing these imps in 5 different ways. Variety is a spice of death free. I didn't get it. I just couldn't seem to get the imp to be in the right place where I wanted it to. Either that, or it was in like I either couldn't get it in the right place where I wanted it, or it was too far. Like if it was up there, I couldn't really glory kill it, you know. So yeah, that was the issue. Anyway, as I was saying, there's a sort of glitch with the imps. It's later on in this level, so don't worry. It's not here, but. Yeah, apparently, because as you can see, as they crawl up the wall, if there's an issue with the geometry of the map, they can glitch through the wall. And that basically, in video game terms, that basically means like the wall isn't solid. It's not a very common thing. Well, it is a common thing in games because there's bits of the wall obviously you're not expected to like touch ever, so they don't really have to be solid, and it saves processing power and stuff. But yeah, it's a little bit of an issue that happens later. Anyway, we've got another bit of another cutscene dialogue bit here.
My security systems operate on 2 separate neural networks that terminate in this maintenance facility. Each termination point is protected by an electrified field, but you should survive the surge.
But yeah, as I was basically saying, later on there is a bit where we get stuck. Essentially, we can't continue because one of the imps that I have to kill has glitched through the wall, and I'll show you what I had to do to solve that. Basically, all I'm going to say is I had to restart from the last checkpoint. Luckily not the entire level, because that would have really annoyed me because there was some people saying it happened to them like 4 or 5 times, which God, that would have absolutely annoyed me because where this imp was, it was right at the end of a huge boss, not a boss battle, but like a huge battle as well. It just was so annoying. It wasn't this battle, it's later on in the level, but yeah, it's just, it annoyed me so much. But yeah, anyway, I dealt with it. It's the imp is, I've finished the game now, so yeah. It basically just involved having to restart from the last checkpoint and That's how I did it. But I'll point it out to you when we get there. I mean, I don't really need to point it out. It should be plainly obvious by the video when it happens. Like, I highlighted it and everything. But yeah, you just gotta, like, again with the amount of enemies that we have to kill here. Like, look at the amount of Minekeepers and Hellraisers and Hell Knights and whatever that we have with us. Just so many enemies. And all we're doing is just disabling two. I think, is this something to do with the cool? No, this isn't anything to do with the cooling's later on. The cooling is where the issue is. This is something to do with like the power or whatever. This is like the emergency power reserve or something that we're turning off. Something like I don't know. To be honest, at this point I was sort of switching off from the story. It's like I just sort of want to finish the game. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was having a lot of fun playing the game, but there are points on a game with a story where you're thinking, "Oh, just hurry up and get it over with." I sort of, it's really in games with like a lot of cutscenes. I find, to be honest, we've done that again. I seem to be doing that glory kill a lot more often on these later ones. I don't know why. Didn't really do it much at the start, and then it seems to be happening a lot more. Anyway, so yeah, once you've killed all the enemies, I think I've killed them all. Hopefully I will have. Oh no, there's one imp. There we go. So once you've killed all the enemies, you need to get out of here. Or you need to, I should say, you need to disable the other power thing, which is actually below us. Now you can obviously rush and do them both at the same time if you really want to, but that's not what I decided to do. I decided to wait for this one because it made the most sense. There we go. It's a little bit flashy, but then again the game does warn about epilepsy before you're playing it, so well done Bethesda on that. I noticed there's like a power up there that's kind of... Also, I found this kind of funny, but unfortunately I can't talk over it because there's dialogue.
My vital operating systems are now vulnerable. I recommend destroying my coolant system first. This will accelerate the destabilization process.
But yeah, I found it kind of funny that basically I could be on the other side of the console, press the button, and I would just magically teleport over. But yeah, we got some more cockademons to deal with. That's fun. Also, I love how it just rocket launched the console there and didn't get any damage at all. That's great. Oh look, Hell Knights. And I kind of got stuck in a corner here, which really wasn't great. Because obviously these guys like to pound... Also, somehow I have 0 armor. That doesn't make any sense to me, but... Briefly there, I had 0 armor. So I guess, technically the armor had a small amount of health left. Or armor left, I guess. Makes more logical sense in that sentence. More of it left. So it was... 0.1% armor or something, and that's how it was still able to show up. Or maybe it's just another glitch, because like I said, well, it's a game published by Bethesda, it's not a game developed by Bethesda, so yeah. Bethesda games, if you didn't know, they're known for a few glitches. A lot of glitches that typically get fixed, but not always. I also like that that glory kill we performed on, not on that one, but the one before where we literally just punched its head off. Anyway, right, I think we've killed all the those are Hellraisers, I think, yeah. I don't have the Doom wiki open actually with the enemy names, so I tried to see if you could get under here. I couldn't remember what the crouch button was actually, but it's circle on PlayStation. But no, you can't get underneath, even though it looks like you should be able to. But there's an invisible wall there. I was just going around seeing if there was any more BFG ammo. Which, I don't think there is. been in there, we've disabled that. That's what caused those cocodemons to come out in the first place. Also looking for any armour that I missed. But yeah, I don't think there was any more BFG ammo, which is kind of a shame. But we got it, and we did all that without using that power-up. I think it was Berserk that was that power-up. Anyway, we've gone through here now, and I threw a grenade here because there's a challenge you can do. It's for killing 3 enemies with a grenade. I think so. It's easier to do with the engineers because they're basically one-hit kills. There's 3 down here. You can only see 2 of them, but believe me, there's 3. There we go. See, completed it. And then there's a pinky there. I guess the grenade injured it enough that it, like, basically I just shot it once with the shotgun and it was dead. And then, I mean, I know it's a super shotgun, so it's what, twice as powerful as the normal shotgun or something, but I don't know if that's actually the case. I'm just making that. Anyway, there's the auto map there, and there's the blue access keycard thing that we can't get into. Now, don't worry about this, obviously, because if we need the blue access card, we can come back in here. I was just showing you a nice little way to complete that challenge. That's where the blue access card comes from. Well, that's where we also need to get to, I should say. But we're going to come at it from the other side. So, get in here, there's a bunch of enemies. Some mancubuses and some... Oh, there's a data log there as well. Yeah, and some pinkies will spawn in. Start using the super shotgun on him, even though I missed that one completely. That shot. And of course, it spawns 2 of them. Always the best. When you've got 2 of these guys attacking you. And then in the background, you've got a mancubus spawning in. I mean, I wish you would like just set him on fire. That would be a lot more helpful. But no. Just, I guess, time to rocket launcher this guy. Because sometimes you do find them fighting each other, and I don't quite understand why that happened. Mainly in Hell, I've noticed. But yeah, that glory kill again. Apparently I'm very... I like doing that, and apparently they also like disappearing whenever I do that glory kill. So that's nice. And there we go, we've got some health as well. And then we've got to go underneath here. By the way, if the audio quality on this, it sounds a bit shit, I do apologise. It shouldn't be, but I am also rendering the previous episode at the same time as recording, which is not something I normally do. There's some spectres in here, by the way, which are the invisible pinkies. You can sort of see them there. There's actually 2 of them. I thought there was only 1. But no, there is 2 of them. Apparently well, I hate them because you can't glory kill them. Maybe you can, but they don't flash, so I don't think you can. There we go. Maybe that was it, like in glory kill mode, I don't know. But I don't think you can. And then, there we go, that's the blue key card. I believe, oh no, I know where it is. Yeah, I was about to say that the secret classic level is around here. It is, it's just we can't get to it just yet because we've got to use the blue access keycard to get through here, which is back where we were, if you remember. That's the auto map if you forgot it last time, and then you can now go in here. And there's an elite guard. Don't go straight for the elite guard like I did, because, well, that'll happen. Yeah, there's Revenant in here. So, he'll definitely take a few shots to kill. I absolutely hate them as well, because just look how many bullets I'm putting into it. They take forever, and then he exploded and did that. Right, so that's where you got to go down that sort of tube in front of us there. But the lever is right behind the crate, right behind the elite guard. So, do that, and basically go back to where you came from. If you want to get the classic Doom level. So go along here, and there it is. I'm absolutely certain this is actually where we came from, but I could be right. Like, maybe I'm just not understanding the map in my head, but yeah, I'm absolutely certain that's where we first came. Unless it was from that door to the left there, that would make more sense. Yeah, that's probably the case. I don't think they would have it inside the other bit. Anyway, right, we've done that, and now you can go down here. There's a 200 armor and health flare if you need it. I mean, it's very difficult to avoid it. It's directly in front of you, yeah, so as you can see there, there's another little collectible toy there. Little Doom guy collectible. Now we've got to just get back up, which is actually quite easy. There you go, you literally just walk along and go that way. So I don't know why we had to jump over, but still, that's where it is. And then once we're in here, we're going to get another bit of dialogue in a second. As soon as we jump down, basically.
You are looking at the only absolute zero cooling system ever constructed. It took years to perfect. Destroy each of the 4 coolant generators. Once they are no longer functional, my primary systems should begin to melt down.
Right, so now we are getting to the bit where we have to take out the coolers, which obviously would cause Vega to overheat and then shut down. And the reason I believe we're doing this is because the power of Vega is what we're going to use to send us back to hell. So there we go. You destroy one of them and immediately a bunch of enemies will spawn in. Who would have guessed? At first I was thinking, oh, I'll just do this as quick as possible. Especially considering I have infinite health and... not infinite health, I have infinite ammo. But just the amount of enemies here just is... I wouldn't say it's ridiculous, but it does sort of... I mean, I suppose there must be a way to do it, because obviously speedrunners will do it this way, but yeah, it's just the amount of enemies that spawn in is just ridiculous. I wonder if it's from killing the enemies that causes more of them to spawn in instead of actually destroying the coolers. I think that's probably the case, to be honest. But yeah, I was trying to get the witch or whatever. I forgot the wraith, I think they're called. She was very difficult to actually get. My favourite is the Hell Knights, just continually spawning in. That's just great. Anyway, there we go. We've finally got that. It's amazing how this weapon doesn't overheat now. But we've done it, and now we're gonna get the other 2. So just trying to figure out where they are. There's a mancubus there, and now we've lost our health, our armor, actually, I should say. So now we don't have infinite ammo, which kind of sucks because there's actually a Baron of Hell that spawns around here. That's a spot. Well, that's a Pinky. Just decided to just rage at me. 2 of them, because they seem to spawn in 2s. I've noticed. I think. No, I was going to say, did that imp just kill the Pinky for me? No, that's not what happened. It looked like it briefly, but no, it's not what happened. Just look at the amount of like rockets they can take. Well, not right, shotgun shells, I should say. Don't know where I got rockets from. That I think it's because I was highlighting the rocket launcher. Just look, I mean, this is a fully upgraded gun. And still, they take so many hits. But I was glory killing them to get health back, because it's needed. And yes, I know I could have got the thing there. In fact, I got it from over here. There we go. Now, I'm absolutely sure there's a Baron of Hell that spawned. There he is. I knew he was in this area. That I just decided to BFG him because I can't be bothered dealing with him, to be honest. I mean, if you think these guys take enough bullets, I mean, Barons of Hell are just insane. But yeah, you can just see the amount of... I chainsawed her as well. Like, nope, can't be bothered dealing with you guys. Now, I've already done that one, so I guess I've looped back around and missed the one that I was actually going for. There's Mancubus over there. that I'm having a rocket launcher. Could you imagine having to do this if you didn't have, like... I mean, I know you're supposed to upgrade, but could you imagine if you were doing this without, like... I'm sure there's people that speedrun this without even doing it, like, without upgrading weapons or anything. Could you imagine doing it that way? That'd like, these battles would be absolutely insane. What is the speedrun for this, by the way? Like, I'm gonna go on speedrun and just, is it speedrun.net? I can't remember what the website is. Or speedrun.com. Well, there was a 32x version of Doom. I mean, I should have obviously knew that, but yeah, got so many versions of Doom that came out. Oh, there we go. Doom released 2016. Right. Someone did it in 17 minutes. That's absolutely ridiculous. I'm assuming there's some sort of glitch that lets you get through, like, from the first level to the last in a couple of, like, obviously there must be. I mean, 6 years ago the first one, I'm guessing, was 6 hours 45 minutes. I mean, granted that any percent is on the lowest difficulty, fair enough, but yeah, that's... When I do, like, my full journey videos, I'm like, oh yeah, that's... You know, I think this... At least I'm doing it you know, I understand speedrunning, I get it, but at the same time, I want to play a game properly, you know what I mean? And people will be like, well, how can you know, speedrunning is playing the game properly. No, I mean, like, I wouldn't want to skip or do anything like that. Unless it was in... There you go, as you can see, this is the imp that is stuck in the wall. And you'll see me try and figure out how to deal with it. Because I wasn't quite sure. At first I went over... But at first I didn't actually see it. I was like, well, why the heck is there any enemies, like, around that aren't... Somehow I didn't, like, see it throwing, but... Yeah, I was going around, I was like, where the hell is this? And I was like, oh, it's over there. Right, well, I'm going to look over there. And I was like, oh, he's in the wall. Right. So... Like I said, I ended up just restarting this section, which, thank God, you don't have to restart the entire... well, actually, I should have took out the other thing first. There we go. Maybe I could have used the Berserk somehow, I don't know. For some reason I thought I'd done that last one, but no. I hadn't. I probably should have tried to run up there with Berserk and try to do it that way. Oh, there's another Baron of Hell, that's probably why. Anyway, that last imp. Let's see what I did to try and figure out how to kill it, because I didn't, but there was a couple of things that I tried to do. Obviously I tried to shoot it there, that didn't work. Tried to shoot it from inside here, that also didn't work. Yeah, tried to shoot it from this side as well. Yep, did nothing. Tried to use BFG on him. Completely missed that. But, yeah, that didn't work. Tried to chainsaw through this side. Did not work. And then I tried to use the BFG again. But yeah, none of this worked. So what I ended up doing was like I said, I ended up just restarting that section from the last checkpoint, and that's what we're up to here. We've got a bit of dialogue here.
Thank you. You can now move to where my core is located to complete this process.
Which is really the worst time, because it keeps popping in and out. But basically, yeah, I killed all the imps first, and that's how I dealt with that. Anyway, you get here. Once you do that, you can get on this lift. Apparently you can skip this section if you get stuck there.
The train below will take you to the entrance.
Unfortunately for me, I couldn't actually figure out how to, like, skip, and that's why I didn't show it, but yeah.
For you to gain access to my core, the demonic threat must be removed from the room ahead.
Right, so now I can actually get back on with talking without being interrupted by the cutscene. Or dialogue, I should say. really. If you thought that last battle was long, wait till you see this one, because this is and ridiculous, like with the amount of enemies. Wait till you see this one. This one is one of the most ridiculous I think I've seen. I mean, like I said, I know we're getting near the end of the game, but come on, game. Like this, look, 2 Barons of Hell almost instantly. I mean, we're going to try and count the amount of mancubuses that we come across as well. I mean, thank God I have ammo, right? Because obviously the only way to get ammo is either hoping that you find some on the map or by using the chainsaw, and, you know, you need to find the ammo for the chainsaw. I mean, technically, yes, the pistol has infinite ammo, but it is the weakest weapon in the game. So, yeah, I mean, if someone wants to count the amount of enemies here, please do. Post it in the comments. It would be much appreciated. But like the amount, just seriously, and it only gets worse in the next level. I mean, I almost died here. In fact, I almost died a couple of times. Like, I'm not dealing with you. You can die. Give me the ammo. Give me some health. Killed that pinky. But now, obviously, I was out of ammo with that. And then another one spawns in. Just ridiculous. And I don't even think that's the last pinky that we're going to come across as well. I mean, I know they technically spawn in 2s, but... yeah, it's just... look! Lower health again. And another Baron of Hell. They're really going all out to stop us, aren't they? And could you imagine doing this on the harder difficulty? So I got stuck there. Can't remember on what. Probably an imp. Knowing this game. But yeah, just waiting for them to come down and come in this area now and just so I can get them. I don't think the Baron of Hell can actually fit in there. Actually, he totally could, but I used the BFG on him because... okay, and then apparently the BFG just did not affect that Mancubus. Or the Cyber Mancubus, sorry. I don't know why I switched to the pistol there, I didn't mean to. And then I completely missed that shot. But yeah, there's another Mancubus. There's 2 of them, actually. Just ridiculous, the amount of enemies. And people will be like, oh, stop complaining. No, I want to complain when there's too many enemies. Like, I'm okay with this like once or twice in the game, to be honest, but this is also like technically part of the reason why I don't want to do Doom Eternal just yet. I said this in one of the last episodes. I said it's getting replaced by something that was already on the channel, but I didn't finish it. I put it on hiatus. So yeah, that's something that will be. Apologies, by the way, if you can hear that ice cream van in the background. Last time I said that, you couldn't actually hear it. So we'll see this time if you can hear that ice cream van. Why does night? I mean, I know why. I know exactly why. Well, I say that. It's a bit of a hidden thing. Because, I mean, it is December. Who's getting an ice cream in December, you know what I mean? And just Google Glasgow Ice Cream Wars. I don't live in Glasgow, but yeah, if you've never heard of that, I think I know why. You can figure it out. I'm not saying it because of it'll get the video demonetized or whatever in the future. If the channel becomes monetized. Anyway, more dialogue.
I am losing memory capabilities. Control room.
Once Vega's core is destroyed, The vacuum of energy will pull you back through to hell. We have your destination set to the well's location. Now use the crucible to power it down, and the portal here on Mars will be closed permanently. They will not allow access to the well without a fight. But I'm sure that's what you're looking for, isn't it?
So hopefully you saw there where to get the secret, because there was dialogue during it, so I couldn't talk over it. But yeah, just ride the elevator to the top, and basically that is, well, it's not it, because there's some other things you have to do at the top, but there's no enemies, luckily, so that is good. I'm very happy that there's no enemies up there. At the time of recording, I'm recording this on the 9th of December, 2022. There's actually a football match happening, soccer match for Americans, in the World Cup. It's Croatia vs Brazil. It's currently 0-0 in the 68th minute. Almost the 69th, of course, which is a... wonder what that'll end up. But anyway, we've got... there's a data log here. I'm just keeping an eye on that, because if England make it past France... do we play Brazil like afterwards? I can't remember. I haven't actually checked the thing, but we could have essentially end up facing Brazil if we beat France. Anyway, you got to take those off to get thrown off the edge, and then you basically activate the thing, and that's it. We got another bit of dialogue as well, another cutscene.
The process is complete.
Thank you, Vega.
Anyway, I've been RobtheMod. Thank you very much for watching part 13 of Doom on the PlayStation 4, and I'll see you later today for more.